You can't get paid from Facebook. He's dead. Stand up.
When you're having a bad day and all you want to do is have a laugh, well, here's a treat for you. The boys are here and we can't wait to turn your day from gross to great. We're the Soy Boys. Soy Great!
Hey boys and girls, welcome to the Soy Boys, the VodCast.
The VodCast.
Remember the podcast? It's dead. And so we recorded the video Kill the Podcast stars.
We ate cheese nips.
And Cheez-Its.
And talked about Red
And
Link.
talked about, yeah. And we liked that format of us just like kind of sitting and chatting. And
Yeah.
the Simmer Show, which is us cooking in the kitchen, is going to be here forever.
Sure.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. The world's gonna fly into the sun soon.
Global warming.
Remember to vote.
We just wanted to do some... I'm not a good host.
Yeah, you are. You're doing great.
No, I'm
What's
not.
happened in the video? What are we doing?
Paul had nasal surgery in January, and for the first time in his life, he was able to use like a neti pot type
Flushing my sinuses.
thing to flush his sinuses out. He decided to record it, and I watched it.
How'd you feel about that?
I didn't like it.
And you'll see that in a coming video.
So to give you a taste, I've referenced several times that I have my Type 5 stand-up set on YouTube. I told Paul literally the first day that we met to watch my Type 5, and he's never watched it.
That was June of 2018.
Yeah.
This is the next decade. That was a whole decade ago.
That was a decade ago.
I'm a bad friend.
You are. And so we're gonna watch my my 5-minute stand-up set.
Type
This
5.
was recorded at my like theater graduation. I took a comedy class. It's kind of become a meme of my own. Whenever someone goes, "That was a good joke," ironically or seriously, I go, "Thanks, I took a comedy class in
Comedy
college."
class.
And everyone's like, "Oh."
No. Cool.
Part of our final was we had to write a 5-minute stand-up set, and so this is mine. And do I want to preface it with anything? I kind of want to make an excuse before it happens.
Sure, if you want to, yeah, go for it.
My goal with my stand-up set was I wanted to write something that my grandma could watch.
Oh, look at that.
So it's very clean.
I know it's about ping pong.
It is about ping pong.
And I want to say one other, like, badminton.
Micro sport.
Yeah, micro
Yeah,
sport.
I've never watched it with another person.
Well, I've never watched my sinus video with another person.
The second this is why I'm bad at improv. I'm okay at improv. I'm the setup guy though.
Sure.
The second I try to be funny, I am so uncomfortable to watch. And I know that about myself. And so
It's okay.
writing stand-up is terrifying.
You're gonna crush it. Good luck on your finals. I'm very excited.
Yeah, so
Oh.
I think my biggest flaw.
Wait, stop! What was I about to say?
I don't know.
Neither do I. Someone brought in like a fake ass microphone. So I'm holding a microphone. I think it's like a $2 karaoke microphone.
It looks funny.
that like you plug into your iPhone so you can sing karaoke.
Carry on my way. You know.
Yeah.
Like. Let's watch
Here's
the
my stand-up.
video.
I don't want to watch it. Okay.
You're gonna. It's only 4:52.
It's 4:52. The first like 6 seconds. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. The first
Yes.
like 2 seconds of my bit wasn't recorded, so the first joke is cut off.
What do you want to say?
No.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's do it. It's gonna be great.
Okay.
Brand it off. 3, 2, fun.
Yeah, so I think my biggest flaw as a human is that I tend to think I am incredible at things that I never do. For instance, like mini golf. I play mini golf.
That's what it was.
In a good year, maybe once. In a bad year, probably more than that to cope. But in my head, I'm like the 2017 National Pro Mini Golf Champion, Brian Johnson. And yes, I know what you're thinking. There is a National Pro Mini Golf Championship, and yes, the man who won last year has the most vanilla name that's ever existed.
Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson is the great value name of white boys. So I was looking this up, and I wondered, like, did they broadcast the 2017 National Pro Mini Golf Championship? And if so, was there commentary? And I'd like to imagine that there was. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming in and tuning in to the 2017 National Pro Mini Golf Champion here on ESPN. We are heading over to hole number 5, where our front runner, Brian Johnson, what a great name might I add, is about to tee off. And it looks like he is opting to use the putter again. There's some tricky geography here on hole 5, so we're gonna take a look. First of all, it is a par 2. So, first thing you'll notice, there are 2 humps right before you get to a windmill. Once you go through the blades, you have to pick the correct PVC tunnel to go through to get to the second level. Farther down the course, you'll notice that the hole is dangerously close to the waterfall dyed with blue food coloring. And he's teeing off. Thank you. So I want to know what America's obsession is with miniature versions of actual sports. Mini golf, air hockey, table tennis, ping pong. It is ping pong. Table tennis makes it sound significantly more legitimate of a sport than it actually is. In my opinion, any activity that church youth groups play at 4 a.m. in the basement during a lock-in shouldn't qualify for you. And don't get me wrong, like ping pong is still impressive to watch. You know, I've seen like some of those pros play, and it is mind-blowing. So I've come up with some tips to enlighten us all. This is a learning experience right before we all graduate. So, the most important thing, step 1, is how to hold the paddle. So, you need to hold it. You need to hold it kind of like how like Darth Maul holds a lightsaber. Or you know, like a samurai about to commit seppuku, yeah? Oh, you need to hold it like a kindergartner who colors as if the lines are just a suggestion. This grip screams, I am a messy individual, but I get results. So you can't slap the ball with the paddle like a debutante woman flirting with her gloves. Oh, I do declare! Oh, you're terrible! No. Great, so we have the grip. Next thing you need to do, take a step away from the table. And then another. And one more. You should need one of those like cans on a string to communicate with the person you're playing with. Arthur, I do declare it's your turn. I only have one character voice. Great, so step 3, you need to exert as much energy as physically possible on every single thing you do. Have you watched them literally just swing the paddle? They're like, they swing it like a teenage girl who's slamming the car door because her mom told her she couldn't go to the debutante ball. You're the worst mother I've ever had! Yeah, and most games, most sports are played like in the boundaries of the sport you're playing. Like you think ping pong would take place on the 4x8 table? No, you get the 20 feet around the table too. You can't call fish out of water and expect it to fly in ping pong. Great. To recap, hold the paddle like a criminal who's let himself go. Step 2, do not swing if you can see the whites of your opponent's eyes. Step 3, when all else fails, flail your body around like a white kid playing Dance Dance Revolution. Thank you very much.
Come on! Are you kidding?
Oh, thank you.
It was so good. What it was so impressive is that it was totally clean, and you got those legitimate laughs out of college students.
Thank you.
You weren't dropping like a bunch of like I just like smoke some weed, and then they're like ha weed. You didn't have to do that.
There was one about this girl going into a weed dispensary in Colorado,
and that's it's a funny setup.
The punchline to her set was about how she she didn't know the dosage, and so she accidentally took way too much.
Oh god!
And so she went to the bathroom and was washing her hands, and she goes, and I splashed some water on my face, and I look up in the mirror, and it's Dennis Quaid. Which is so funny, because I don't think anyone has ever thought of Dennis Quaid on purpose.
Thought of Dennis Quaid on purpose. That's funny.
Thank you.
That's funny. Your setup was funny.
Thanks.
It was legitimately funny, and I'm not just pandering.
Thank you. If I could change anything, here's my
review yourself.
My review. I would the ESPN broadcast. I'd cut the tag at the beginning, the turn away to the audience. Stupid. You just jump into it. I think it adds a little too much theatricality, too much drama.
Too much
if you
drama.
will. Also, my voice was so high pitched because I was terrified.
Yeah, it totally worked though. And I don't think it would be your brand to be like, hey, yeah, so I'm going to talk about mini golf.
So watch out for my stand-up special on Netflix.
Yeah,
it's called No One's Ever Thought of Dennis Quaid on Purpose. And
this was a VodCast.
This was a VodCast.
Yeah,
Expect to see more VodCast.
There's no food. I mean, there's food around us. There's a chocolate bar right there.
Which I want to eat.
I have to send it to someone in the mail. It's not a lie. No, yeah, oh my God. Thanks for watching.
We're the Soy Boys. We've been the Soy Boys. I like that that's our tag now.
We've been the Soy Boys.
We've been the Soy Boys.
And we'll continue be the... You know what we didn't do in the other video was talk about social media and following and everything.
Follow us on the social
media. Yeah, if you're watching this video on Facebook, do us a favor and head over to YouTube and subscribe to us there.
So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. I'm uncomfortable. Thanks.
Drop that
and this
skincare
lighting.
routine. It's really great. This is a trick I learned from Ray William Johnson. Remember Equals 3? Did you watch Equals 3?
I did.
So he taught us, we have just like a desk lamp right here. And if we were to have it facing towards the room, like it would be, we'd look like that. But there's a wall right behind you. So if we swivel it up and it points at the wall, then the light reflects into the room. And it's a great way to light your vlogs. That's our tip. And that's our cooking tip for the day. We've been the Soy Boys.
Leave a comment. Hit the bell for email notifications.
Yeah.
And
like the video if you liked it.
If you didn't, don't dislike it.
It's true.
It's cyberbullying is what it is.
Because we're trying to make a career out of this, and you beating us down is not doing anything for anyone.
Yeah.
What are you going to get out of that, Steve? We've been the Soy Boys.
Cook brave.
Soy great!